if I'm mad, I can go Hulk and smash. You can get all my wrath, better not cross my path. I'm just mad, I'm big, mad. We stay mad, cause we mad.
Good evening, everybody. You tuned into the Mad Ones live reaction. And today, man, let me say this. R.I.P. to Assata Shakur. Yeah, I know a lot of y'all probably don't even know who Assata Shakur is or what did she do or what she did, but we gonna go over that today. You know what I'm saying? Because we got people like Cash Patel talking about, we shouldn't mourn Assata Shakur. She's a terrorist. And well, not knowing if it weren't for Assata Shakur, you're welcome to the Quickie Mart. Ass wouldn't even be over here, Cash Patel. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, none of you immigrants would be over here if it weren't for this one. She had a lot to do with that. This woman here and the movement that they did had a lot to do with the freedom and rights that y'all got today and the freedom and rights that we got today. But, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to get into this. We're going to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Who Assata Shakur was, and show you how messed up the government is in the games they play. Let's go.
Waking up one morning to discover that the most powerful government on earth considers you more dangerous than international arms dealers, cartel leaders, and actual extremists. Welcome to the world of Assata Shakur, a 66-year-old grandmother whose crime was teaching people that Black Lives Matter. In 2013, the FBI made her the first woman on their most wanted list with a $2 million bounty. Her activities? Writing poetry, teaching English, and living peacefully in Cuba for 30 years. They stole her childhood by forcing her to grow up under Jim Crow. They stole her young adulthood by framing her for crimes she didn't commit. They stole her freedom by convicting her with fabricated evidence. They even tried to steal her motherhood by forcing her to give birth while chained to a hospital bed. But they couldn't steal her spirit. What you're about to discover will reveal the ugly machinery of American justice when it encounters Black resistance. The same tactics are being deployed today. In this video, you'll learn how a young woman's refusal to bow down became a 50-year campaign.
This is why Black history is so important. And I'm talking about not the BS that they teach you in school. This is why we got to take it amongst ourselves to teach our kids about the real Black history. I ain't talking about no Martin Luther King and all that bull BS they teach in school. Because history always repeats itself. And right now, that's what's going on. So it's on us to teach our kids and younger people the real history of America and Black people. Let's go.
Campaign of government persecution and why her story of resistance is more relevant than ever. Joanne Deborah Byron was born into Jim Crow America on July 16, 1947, when Black children learned that survival required invisibility. Her grandparents, Frank and Lula Hill, had radically different plans for their granddaughter. At age 3, Joanne moved with them to Wilmington, North Carolina, where they owned a beachfront restaurant. While other Black families taught their children to look down and mumble yes sir to white people, the Hills gave Joanne revolutionary training, disguised as etiquette lessons. Hold your head up high, Frank Hill would say.
Right.
Don't you let me hear about anybody walking over my grandbaby. They forbade her from using the subservient language white society demanded from Black children. No yes ma'am or no sir, just direct eye contact and self-respect. By the time Joanne returned to...
You know what killed me with that? With some Black people doing that, they don't even do that to their daddy and mama. But a white person, they, yes sir, no ma'am. Come on, man. Y'all need to call your daddy and mama sir and ma'am. But y'all do it for these folk. You know what I'm saying? They don't really give a damn about you. Let's get into this, man.
New York as a teenager, she carried something dangerous. The unshakable belief that her humanity was equal to anyone's. The system would spend the next 30 years trying to destroy her for it. In 1964, while working a dead-end job for $95 a week, Joanne experienced a moment that would transform her into America's most wanted woman. During a heated discussion about Vietnam at a Broadway bar, she found herself defending America's war against communism. When an African student asked her to define communism, Joanne realized she had no idea what she was defending or attacking. Only a fool lets somebody else tell him who his enemy is became her guiding principle. The programming was broken. At Borough Manhattan Community College in 1967, Joanne joined 100 students who chained themselves to a campus building, demanding Black faculty and African American studies programs. The police arrived to arrest him, and something clicked for Joanne. Polite requests for equality had been ignored for decades, while bold action got immediate attention from administrators. She had discovered the power of disruption. By 1971, Joanne Byron was dead. She renamed herself Assata Shakur, she who struggles in West African languages, combined with the thankful one in Arabic. The name change represented complete rejection of the identity America had forced upon enslaved Africans and their descendants. I didn't feel like no Joanne, or no Negro, or no American, she wrote. I felt like an African woman. Assata's first stop was Oakland, California, where she joined the Black Panther Party at their peak influence. The Panthers weren't just talking revolution, they were building it. Their 45 chapters across America operated free breakfast programs that fed over 20,000 children every morning before school. Their medical clinics, staffed by volunteer doctors and nurses, provided free health care to communities the government had abandoned. Their liberation schools taught African-centered curricula that public schools refused to include.
See, this is what I'm saying. Why we ain't got stuff like this nowadays? Why we ain't got nothing like this in the project? Free health clinics and free stuff where doctors volunteer, black doctors volunteer to help out the community. And what did they do? Every time we try to separate, now you notice, y'all done built an all-white town. Ain't no black folks coming to bother y'all. We really don't give a damn about y'all having your town. You know what I'm saying? But think about the ones we built. Think about Lake Lanier, Rosewood. Think about Black Wall Street. And there's 1,000 other ones that's flooded out as tourist spots right now across America that y'all probably don't even know they were black cities. See, it wasn't never about integration. It was about equal rights. And that's why Martin Luther King, when he realized taking that money, he messed us up. In his speech, you notice he say, I think I'm leading my people into a burning building. Think about it. We were thriving without them. Had our own hospitals, our own schools, our own bus lines, our own towns, our own businesses, our own banks, everything. Guess what? Now we don't own a damn thing. And guess what? Yeah, we integrated. We don't own shit though, like we used to. Come on, man. It was a plan. The civil rights movement was fake. They just keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? You know what? We'll get into that another day. But let's get back there before I get off track.
When Assata returned to Harlem, she threw herself into this life-saving work. She coordinated breakfast programs that kept hungry children fed and focused in school. She helped run free clinics that provided medical care to families who couldn't afford doctors.
Clinics.
She organized community education programs that taught Black history erased from textbooks. This was the dangerous activity that caught the FBI's attention, feeding children and healing the sick in Black communities. Assata quickly became disillusioned with the Panthers. Despite revolutionary rhetoric, the organization replicated the same male chauvinism she'd experienced elsewhere. The leadership also lacked basic knowledge of African American history. They were reading from Mao's Red Book, but didn't know who Harriet Tubman was, she observed. When founder Huey Newton declared himself Supreme Commander, then changed his title to Supreme Servant, Assata realized the Panthers were becoming another cult of personality. She left to join the Black Liberation Army, not an organization with formal membership, but what she called a concept, a people's movement, representing all Black resistance to oppression. The BLA emerged from the understanding that peaceful protests alone wouldn't end centuries of systematic harm against Black people. They provided armed protection for Black communities under attack, defended civil rights workers from vigilante attacks, and confronted police brutality head-on when legal channels failed. Speaking of resistance movements, if you want to resist the whitewashing of history and support our mission to uncover these suppressed stories, please subscribe to Black Stories Untold and help us spread the truth they don't want you to know. Now, back to the video. By 1971, FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover had escalated his secret war against Black political organizations through COINTELPRO, the counterintelligence program. Internal FBI memos, released decades later, reveal Hoover's explicit goal: prevent the rise of a Black messiah who could unite African Americans against systemic oppression.
Yes, sir. And there's a quote, J. Edgar Hoover quote is, the biggest threat against America is Black folks united. Why you think they keep our ass separate? fighting in the streets over BS. Because the biggest threat against America is black folks united. That was out of J. Edgar Hoover mouth. And Lyndon B. Johnson say, I will have you niggas vote Democrats for the next 200 years. And look what we doing. Vote Democrats. Come on, man. Y'all need to, that's why I say it's important to read and know your history. They say the best way to hide something from a black person is to put it in a book. I think that's true. Because a lot of us won't read and go take the time to read and research stuff ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Me, I do a lot of reading. I research a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that I'm going to start talking about on this channel. So y'all can, you know what I'm saying, get into it. Maybe I can teach y'all black history.
Assata Shakur represented everything Hoover feared. She was young, educated, articulate, and completely committed to black liberation. The FBI created a special operation called Chesrob, short for Chesromard Heist, designed specifically to connect her to every bank theft and violent crime involving black women on the East Coast. FBI agents weren't investigating crimes she had committed. They were manufacturing a criminal profile to justify destroying her. Between 1971 and 1973, Assata was charged with 2 bank heists in New York, the abduction of a Brooklyn dealer, attempted killing of police officers in Queens, and 8 other serious felonies across multiple states. In most cases, the evidence was fabricated or non-existent. The surveillance was total and deliberate psychological torture. Declassified FBI documents show agents photographing her entering buildings, tapping her phones, and compiling detailed reports on her daily activities. They followed her to grocery stores, libraries, and visits with friends. When she looked out her Harlem apartment window, she'd often see 2 white men pretending to read newspapers in an unmarked car. One FBI memo explicitly stated their strategy: create paranoia among black activists and make them afraid to trust each other.
I know what's going on today. We don't trust each other for nothing in the world. Hey, man, I'm just saying, pay attention.
Wanted to break her spirit before they broke her body. They succeeded only in making her more determined to fight back. May 2nd, 1973, 12:45 a.m. State Trooper James Harper spotted a white Pontiac Le Mans with Vermont plates traveling southbound on the New Jersey Turnpike with a broken taillight. The car carried 3 passengers: Sundiata Akoli behind the wheel, Assata in the front passenger seat, and Zaid Malik Shakur in the back. Harper called for backup, and Trooper Werner Forster arrived in a second patrol car. According to police reports, when Forster discovered weapons in the vehicle, a gunfight erupted. When the shooting stopped, both Forster and Zaid Shakur were dead. Harper was wounded.
Now, old boy looked like a Klansman. But let's get to it. I want to see how they played her. You know what I'm saying? This woman got shot with her hands in the air. But I'm going to show you how crooked the government and the judicial system still is. It's still the same way. If you black, you guilty until proven innocent. We all know that.
Assata was found with bullet wounds in both arms, her hands raised in surrender. The official narrative was simple. Dangerous black revolutionaries had executed a state trooper in cold blood. The medical evidence told a completely different story. Dr. Arthur Turner Davidson, a neurosurgeon at Albert Einstein College of Medicine, examined Assata's wounds at Roosevelt Hospital. The first bullet had entered her right clavicle and severed the median nerve in her arm, instantly paralyzing her right hand. The trajectory analysis showed both arms had been raised above her head when she was shot. Forensic tests revealed no gunpowder residue on her hands. Her fingerprints weren't found on any weapons at the scene. When Harper initially radioed for assistance, he never mentioned Forster's presence. Headquarters didn't know Forster was involved until his body was discovered over an hour later. Dr. Davidson's testimony was unequivocal. Assata's wounds could only have occurred if she was shot while surrendering with both hands raised. When prosecutors suggested she might have been hit while firing a weapon, Davidson replied simply, "Impossible." Between 1973 and 1977, prosecutors put Assata on trial 7 times for various charges. The pattern was consistent: dramatic accusations, weak evidence, and systematic bias built into every aspect of the proceedings. For the abduction trial, prosecutors accused her of stealing from a Brooklyn bar and holding the bartender for ransom. The star witness was a man who had already negotiated a plea deal in exchange for his testimony. After 3 months of proceedings, the jury deliberated for 7 hours before acquitting her completely. The bank heist trials followed similar scripts. Prosecutors showed grainy surveillance photos and claimed to identify Assata wearing disguises. Bank employees testified they were uncertain about their identification. When the FBI forced her to pose for comparison photos,
This lets you know when they want you, they want you. These folks will do anything to destroy you. That's how evil they is, bro. The government is evil, bro. Racist, white supremacy, racist people are evil. You damn nobody's saying. I ain't talking about all white people, 'cause I know all y'all ain't racist. But the ones that had something to do with this stuff right here was evil, bro. The government evil. They still do these same tactics today. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. You know they notice that they going after all the black million and billionaires. You know that they've been going after all them lately. Black people with money. Even though some of them, man, y'all bring that on yourself because y'all doing stuff you shouldn't be doing. But at the end of the day, but look how they going after them.
a different judge ruled the photos inadmissible because they violated her constitutional rights. Trial after trial, Assata beat the system. 3 acquittals, 1 hung jury, 2 dismissals, 1 mistrial.
Shout out to
The
her.
evidence of her innocence was overwhelming. But there was still one case left, the killing of Trooper Forster. And for this trial, the fix was in. The Forster
Yeah, let me show you how they get her with this. They gonna get an all-white jury back in these days. Come on, man. Let's go.
killing trial began in January 1977 in Morris County, New Jersey. Judge Theodore Appleby presided over a jury selection process that systematically excluded every potential black juror through various pretexts. Questions designed to reveal racial bias were forbidden. The final panel consisted of 15 white jurors, 5 of whom had personal connections to state troopers through family or friendships. Defense attorney William Kunstler attempted to introduce evidence of COINTELPRO harassment, arguing that Assata was a political prisoner being persecuted for her beliefs rather than her actions. Judge Appleby denied every motion to explore FBI misconduct, calling it irrelevant to the case. The prosecution presented no credible evidence linking Assata to Forster's killing. Their star witness was Trooper Harper, whose testimony contradicted his own initial police reports. He claimed Assata shot him first, yet couldn't explain why he initially radioed for help without mentioning Forster's presence at the scene. When Assata testified in her own defense, she spoke calmly and directly to the all-white jury. She explained that she had been shot while her hands were raised and had never fired a weapon. She described being beaten by police while chained to her hospital bed. Her testimony was consistent with every piece of physical evidence. The medical evidence proving her innocence was presented again, but the jury had already made their decision. The jury deliberated for 24 hours before returning their predetermined verdict, guilty on all counts. When asked by reporters how they could ignore such overwhelming evidence of innocence, one juror reportedly said she was probably guilty of something.
You see that? She was probably guilty of something. Now that goes to show you, if you black, you know your ass is guilty until proven innocent. It's supposed to be the other way around, innocent and then proven guilty. But they done put a effed up stereotype out about black people that everybody believe it. But it's okay. In the end, God got the last laugh. You know what I'm saying?
She was sentenced to life in prison plus 26 to 33 additional years. Her response was barely audible. I am ashamed that I have even taken part in this trial. Prison officials immediately subjected Assata to treatment that international human rights observers call torture. She was
Listen how they do her now. As a female woman, as one black woman, listen how they treated her.
housed in men's facilities under 24-hour surveillance, kept in solitary confinement for 21 months, and forced to give birth while shackled to a hospital bed. A United Nations investigation cited her case as one of the worst examples of prisoner abuse in America, noting that no woman pre-trial detainee or prisoner has ever been treated as she was in the history of New Jersey. Maximum security couldn't contain the spirit of resistance. On November 2nd, 1979, 3 Black Liberation Army members entered Clinton Correctional Facility for women carrying concealed weapons. During what appeared to be a routine visit, they revealed .45 caliber pistols and a stick of dynamite, took correction officers as hostages, and commandeered a prison van. The escape was executed without harm. No guards or hostages were injured. Within hours,
Now, that's why I say black people back then had hard. They do what was necessary. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, I don't know. Too many scared black folk, but these black folk had hard. They did what was necessary. They did what they had to do. You know what I'm saying?
Assata Shakur was free, beginning a 5-year underground existence before reaching Cuba in 1984. President Fidel Castro granted Assata political asylum in Cuba,
Shout out to
where she's
Castro.
lived for over 40 years. In 1987, she published Assata, an autobiography, a powerful memoir that exposed the truth about her persecution and became underground required reading for activists. Her influence on American culture has been profound. Hip-hop artists from Tupac, her godson, to Common to Public Enemy have immortalized her story in music reaching millions. Her words, "It is our duty to fight for our freedom," became the rallying cry for Black Lives Matter and countless other movements. Organizations like Assata's Daughters, founded in Chicago, carry forward her legacy of community organizing and police accountability work. When Colin Kaepernick's foundation donated $25,000 to the group in 2017, it represented the continued relevance of her message.
Right.
The government response has been escalating persecution. In 2005, they doubled her bounty to $1 million. In 2013, they made her the first woman on the FBI's most wanted list and raised the bounty to $2 million. Consider the absurdity. A 78-year-old woman teaching English in Cuba is considered one of America's most dangerous people. At 78 years old, Assata Shakur represents complete victory over the machinery of oppression, and she shows us what's possible when we refuse to bow down. Every attempt to silence her has only amplified her message. When you hear Black Lives Matter activists chant, "It is our duty to fight for our freedom," they're channeling her unbreakable spirit. Organizations like Assata's Daughters continue her community organizing work, proving that her methods work and that Black people can make a difference in society. The government's $2 million bounty has become proof that even in exile, she remains too dangerous to ignore. They're still afraid because her ideas spread faster than they can contain them. Assata Shakur transformed from hunted fugitive to eternal inspiration, and her words continue lighting fires in our hearts, which refuse to accept injustice. We must love each other and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains.
That's right.
If you believe these suppressed histories deserve to be told, subscribe to Black Stories Untold and share this video with everyone who needs to understand that resistance works. Speaking of Black resistance that terrified the system, watch our video about A.G. Gaston, the
Now, we'll get another day. Yeah, but R.I.P. to Assata Shakur, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that woman now, you know what I'm saying? And the Black Panther, the Black Liberation Army, we needed them. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason a lot of stuff is, you know, the way it is now, because of them people. But I do want to play a clip from her godson. I want to play something he said. Let's get to this.
It's bad out there, and it ain't pretty, so, you know, shit, let's be real. That's number one. My English is bad, I'm a high school dropout, you know, it's gonna be real. I'm gonna be talking like real shop, but I'm gonna be talking from my heart. Ain't nothing written down, you know what I'm saying? It's all good.
This is where all this come from. Look where he was raised by. Assata, with two runnable brat.
When I say I'm losing it, I mean I'm losing. I mean that for real. This ain't no free speech. This shit ain't like just to make it sound good. So I let them know. This ain't to make it so, ooh, he felt that. I'm losing. You feel me? I know y'all can pick up the papers and see that man got problems. And I do, but we all got problems. And mine is about my motherfucking self. You know what I'm saying? He did tell y'all about my mama and the Panthers and all that. But let me tell you where I ended up, y'all. Let me tell you where I ended up. My mama was a crack addict. I ended up in Baltimore on welfare with no lights on in high school. So we got to really watch this struggle shit. If we don't struggle, we got to struggle every motherfucking day till this shit is over. Let them know, bro. You know? Fuck that. All that shit that went on in the 60s ain't finna happen in this motherfucker. I'll be dropping some of you motherfuckers who need some babies beyond this shit. Trust me when I tell you that
shit. It's a hell of a speech, yeah. That's why I say Pop was more than a rapper, man. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know, the FBI was on his ass too. All that stuff, hey, that's another story for another day.
this because I never had a daddy. I never had nobody to sit me down and tell me this. You know what I'm saying? They told me, but I didn't believe it because they let my mama crack. I'm telling y'all the truth, as much as you heard me, cracked out, homeless, no life in Baltimore. And my mother put motherfucking work in. Do you hear me? My mama was a gun packing. What I'm talking about for you, motherfucker. Excuse me. But my mama put in work. You know, to be laying up in the room cracked out. I got disdain for a lot of motherfuckers. You feel me? And that's why I'm telling y'all, got to be serious. If we don't struggle, the struggle got to come from our heart. It can't come because we looking to it from a king back then. It got to come because I'm looking at you and you feel goddamn it good to me and you my sister. And I ain't gonna let none of these crackers take you down. You feel me? It got to come like that. It got to come from my heart. It's like that. It's like that. It's hard out here. Like they take me at war. And in war, everything is good. It's all good. You feel me? And when I say thug life, I mean that shit. Because these white folks see us as thugs. I don't care what y'all think. I don't care if you think you a lawyer, if you a man, if you an African American, if you whatever the fuck you think you are. We thugs and niggas to these motherfuckers. You know? And until we own some shit.
There's facts, man. Facts.
I'm calling it like it is. How you gonna be a man and we starving? You know? And we can walk about 5 different houses and a man in either one of them motherfuckers. How we gonna be a man? How we gonna be?
That's real shit. Ain't no men in a lot of households. That's why the children off the damn chain. Why the children out of control. What else you got to say, Pop?
African Americans, we all be done. We done, and we niggas until we set this straight this shit right. We gonna stay there, you know? And that's real, man. It's like a motherfucker, I have nightmares. I mean this shit. I'm dead serious. Whoever I heard, I apologize. But I have nightmares, bro. I swear to God. Shit changed me. I used to be a cool mother. I used to be cool. I used to be happy. I used to talk good. I used to talk without cursing. I used to walk, you know. But goddamn, they done took Latasha. They done took Yusef. They taking out niggas younger than me, man. And we ain't doing shit. Nobody Hutton died 17 years fucking old. When we 17, you know what we doing? Killing each other. You know that shit kills me, man. Little Natasha got a bullet on motherfucking back and they did one of y'all do a motherfucking thing. What time is it, man? Fucking losers out here. This shit grieves me. Only reason I came is so I could curse at y'all and get y'all in the right motherfucking track. You dying. You dying. That's real.
Real shit.
Time for nothing except war. And I don't care how you got to be at war, you need to put yourself in that mind state so you can be there. If I got the thug to be at war, I'm gonna be thugging. If you got to be a Muslim to be at war, be a Muslim, but be at motherfucking war, and let's go fucking shoulder to shoulder start doing something. We can't do but so much marching, y'all. And I know y'all think it's right, but we can't.
Thank you. Marching ain't solved a damn thing. Pop right. Hey, 100% right. We can't do with so much goddamn marching. Have marching start. It starts dead. Get you fucked up in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Marching ain't did a damn thing. You know what I'm saying?
They not, we've been marching for damn near 100 years.
Real shit.
Anniversary, we are marching on the anniversary of when we marched 25 years ago. I'm 22 years fucking old. How am I telling y'all this shit? I think he to be like this. And then wonder why I went around calling myself a thug and a thug for life. Because we by ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I got my ass beat by 2 white police officers, man, and it shook my whole world. I was a rapper. I had just did juice. Even though I was very progressive, my family been paying. I was really about just getting out there making some money. I had enough of poverty. I thought I made it. I thought I made it. I swear to God, I thought I made it. I felt good about myself. I felt good like I did something, like I was a part of this society. You know, and I always wanted to think for myself. And I said, okay, I'm here. I didn't get a move. I want to scream. I'm rapping. I got money in my pocket, I got bank account. I'm going to the bank. You know, I swear to God, on my mom, 2 police officers stopped me. What's your name? Assata Shakur. Go ahead, man. They start laughing. What kind of name is that? Shit. What's your name? John. What fucking kind of name is that?
Real shit. Hey, man.
But I was wrong because these two niggas had guns. These two cops had guns and sticks and attitudes. So it so happened I jaywalked. I swear to y'all, I didn't even know what jaywalking was. I swear.
Yeah, Pop caught an ass whooping for jaywalking. He sued the damn Oakland Police Department. They beat him. Like you said, them you'll learn to be a nigga scars. That's how they do.
I don't think that I was bopping. You know, like walking. I thought we said the they stopped, two cops stopped me in front of my bed, hands up, talking about the whole routine for jaywalking. Not for coming out of the car with a gun. I wasn't strapped at all. Now, I swear to God, you're going to find me strapped like a motherfucker and ready to shoot. And today I'm on this podium, tomorrow I could be in the fucking Times. Because they going to have me. And y'all need to protect me. You need to protect your damn self. We can't do none of speeches, books, languages, Kinsey law, X-hats, potato chips, none of that shit. You need a motherfucking mini 14 or an M16. You need to start beating off some of these motherfucking crap. Because we done.
Y'all don't know. The reason Tupac shot the two police down here in Atlanta because they were beating up on another black dude. He didn't even know the dude. But Pac seen two white police beating up on a black dude in Atlanta. They didn't let him know they were police. They pulled out their guns and he shot both of their ass. Hey, my grandma loved him. She loved him ever since. Yeah. He shot both of their ass. Well, we rock with Pop, but yeah, man, this long speech. I ain't gonna go over the whole speech, but where do you think he get it from? Look who his godmama was, look who he was raised by. You know what I'm saying? They are the Black Panthers and the Liberation Army movement, his whole family. So, you know what I'm saying? But look, man, the black folk, we got to get it together, man. Like you said, all that marching, that ain't nothing. I don't know what. We need to start our own political party or do something. And once we, you know what I'm saying, if we did something like that, that'll change a lot of stuff. If you really want to, you know what I'm saying, start spending with each other, stop spending with these big corporations, start spending money with each other. Put money into black businesses. You know what I'm saying? Put money into black banks. Get your money out of all this Bank of America. Bank of America was built on slavery. If y'all don't know that. Yes, they got rich off slavery. So, you know what I'm saying? Put your money in black banks and stuff, but, you know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to Assata Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Rest up, Queen. This Boogaloo Jones. Hey, man, y'all hit the like and subscribe, but feel free to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Give me a thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm Boogaloo Jones, man. This the Man One's live reaction. You know, but I'm up out this thing, man. Here we go.
We mad at this, we mad at that, we mad at the bullshit, don't get slapped. We mad at you, we mad at them, we snap at each other, but we always come back. It's the mad ones, it's the mad ones, it's the mad ones. You done pissed us off. Queen of Max, whose island you on? Jeff, Gina, X, moderate on. While Will stays ill, Chief smoking that real. Ty said he gone, then he gone. UP and X, blacks can't go wrong. Gunnar and Sonia, UK, stay up late. While Dre say we always late. We mad at this, mad at that. We mad at the bullshit, don't get slapped. We mad at you, we mad at them. We snap at each other, but we always come back. It's the mad ones, it's the mad ones, it's the mad ones. You done pissed us off. Yama let out in Puerto Rico. PJ is my amigo. Ocean in Australia, real spill quick to tell ya. Red pops in late buying baby oil. Lock on, we see you staying loyal. Richard watching while he works and Blue does too. Mia just sometimes is missing, but still makes it work. Dub's avatar so nice, we got to play it twice. Locked in, throwing rocks, and Sonia keep popping up. Mad ones got much love, and you know we stay up. We mad at this, we mad at that, we mad at the bullshit